Good afternoon, just barely. Just went past noon. It's August the 7th, right? 8th. It's August the 8th. No, it's the 7th. No, it's the 6th. There you go. It's August the 6th. And I'm walking downtown. It's a pleasant temperature right now. Not going too hot today. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch, so potential there. Although the hourly forecast currently just shows maybe oh, drat. I'm going to have to go back inside. So hold this thought. Can I put it out here and give you something interesting to look at while I do a quick trip inside? Let's see. I will put it right here if it'll let me. There we go. And you can look at whatever you're looking at. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, if you're wondering what that was all about, I was just talking about severe thunderstorm watch. It's supposed to rain a little bit this afternoon, and I realized I did not have my umbrella with me, so I went back in to get it. And I don't know what you've been seeing here, but looks like it went off, so let's get that back up and running. It's clearly been confused. And turn it, and there we go. I hope that was amusing for you. Anyway, as I was saying, it's August the 6th. I'm walking downtown. I am swamped with publishing stuff again today because it's a book birthday. Corridor to Nightmare, the last novel written by the late, great Canadian science fiction and fantasy author Dave Duncan, has just been published by my Shadow Paw Press as of today, print and ebook. The ebook is going to be delayed in some outlets like Kobo and places like that due to a switch over in my ebook distribution system. It is available on Amazon, however, as is the print book. The print book's available anywhere you want to order books from. And you could even find it in some bookstores if they happen to order it in, which I know some did. So there's a lot to do, a lot connected to getting that out today. And then the whole ebook switchover thing has just added a bunch of time. And yeah, so I'm going to working on publishing stuff mostly, but I also want to get in some editing. Editing is becoming a real big necessity right now. Hey, there's actually somebody working on that house, which I haven't seen in forever. The new one over there on the right. Somebody working on our extension today too, drywalling some more, I think. Or finishing up the drywalling. They're not exactly working, but it looks like they're unloading equipment, and there's a truck in front. There hasn't been any action there for weeks as I walk by it. So I'm sure whoever's house that is anxious to get it proceeding onward. It's possible there's been more work going on inside than I know about, but my sense has been that it's been stalled for quite a while. All too common in construction projects, renovation projects, as we have reason to know, having done quite a bit of it over the last few years. Up here, of course, Cornwall Center is still Cornwall Center. That's where I'm headed. No, I'm not even headed there. I'll be in the vicinity. I'm not actually headed there. College Avenue is what I meant to say. College Avenue is still closed here. Danger, open excavation. Looks like they're getting ready to dig up the road big time. Not just little time, but big time. Something to do with water. So it's a private contractor working on the water here. Well, they have dug a hole already. So a long trench down the middle of College Avenue. Well, that'll definitely keep it closed for a while. There's some pipes attached to the, or hoses attached to the fire extinguisher there too for some reason. Might be providing water to all the houses along there. Whenever there's work done on water, you'll see on the surface pipes that are doing the job of the water mains. Not in the winter. You couldn't do that in the winter. They'd freeze. But we're still maybe 3 months away before having to worry about that. Yeah, 3 months from now we could easily be having minus 20. Oh, perfect timing on the crossing the street here for once. Crossing Albert Street. How can I vary the walk today? Let's stick to College for a block anyway. Royal Saskatchewan Museum over there, of course. Outside of the street is West Canada Centre, as you can see by the big blue sign. Which is a very large park that encompasses the lake and several other things. Of course, once you go by that, you get to the college buildings and all that stuff that I've walked by many a time, and will again in the future, I'm sure. House for sale, I recommend it. It's a nice house. Been in it many times when the Shumiachers owned it. Very noted couple here in Regina. Lawyer, he was a lawyer. They're philanthropists, supporters of the arts, and good friends of our family. Like this house, but it's not a house anymore. A lot of them like this. It's turned into a business or businesses. This is the Saskatchewan office, the Frontier Centre for Public Policy, and what's intriguing to me about that is that I wrote a book for them. A book about the Grant Devine years. He was our premier during the 80s. So it was kind of a mixture of history and some academic papers on the effects of his economic policies, which were mostly positive. at least from the point of view of the person who provided the academic analysis. We can go this way. Let's walk between buildings for a change. I'm always walking on the main streets. Sometimes I like to go down the alleys. They're not always the most scenic, but they're more interesting sometimes. It's way warmer than I thought it was going to be today. I guess that's why we're under that thunderstorm watch. Nothing showing on the radar to our west too much, but the reason it's a watch and not a warning is that just because you can't see something doesn't mean that it won't pop up as the day continues. Conditions are right for severe thunderstorms. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get one. At City Hall, dead ahead of us at the end of the alley. Wouldn't get there from here. You run into the YMCA first. Oh, it used to be the YMCA. That stitched up cut on my thumb continues to kind of sting a little bit from time to time. I think it's because it's actually part of the healing process now. It's still sore. If I bang it on something, I'm immediately reminded of it. Because if I look at my thumb and see the stitches sticking out of it, I'm immediately reminded of it as well. It's Fireside Bistro over here. Nice restaurant, which I often eat in. When I'm on my own anyway. Not sure why he stopped there. He didn't have a stop sign. This is what I think of as the Pig Snout House, Pig Snout Building. Some business in there. It used to be insurance. I don't know what it is now. Probably more than one thing. Clifton Court, it's called. Municipal Heritage Property, says the sign right there. We'll go down the alley again, just to be different. Always more people around on the streets when you walk right at lunch hour. Lots of people come out and take a walk at lunch hour. You can see it's kind of gray over there, and if we get any weather, that's where it'll come from. Well, we're having weather now, but you know what I mean. Precipitous weather, wet weather, windy weather. Whether or not it happens, we will discover as the day goes along. Okay, now down at the end of the street here is the Balfour. Nice apartment building. I always like to point out when I walk down the front of it. Here we're on the back of still some private homes, but also some apartment buildings and things like that. And plants find a way to grow up where you least expect it, like around that quite a large plant. Tree probably has managed to find a foothold there by that power pole. Volunteer trees, they're called. We have a couple in our backyard. I was having our Carigana hedge trimmed, and there's a fruit tree and a Manitoba maple that are also grown up inside it, that hedge, which I think is fine because it kind of maintains this natural green fence we have back there. The Cariganas themselves are not in great shape anymore. Henry's Cafe there. Old apartment building over here. Probably has a name, I don't remember what it is. And up on the corner is Lorne Drugs. Long established business at that corner. Over there is Tangerine, which is a restaurant and coffee shop. go this way now, past Tangerine. Tangerine. Over there is Posh Paw's Pet Boutique, Rescue Tech, rescuing you from technology. There used to be a archery, what do you call it, court, I guess, because it was inside, underneath that building. I don't know if it's still there or not. I was never in there, but I always saw the signs. Does it still show that over there? Yeah, I think it does. I think in the basement there you can go and practice your archery, should you wish to. Another old apartment building. That one's called, I don't know, can't read it. I took archery in university as one of my phys ed classes. You always had two, an indoor and an outdoor sport. And so for the semesters I was there where I had to take phys ed, one year it was golf and bowling. And the other year it was archery and badminton. I liked badminton because I had played it quite a bit up here, but when I went to school in Arkansas, it wasn't as familiar to the kids down there. And so maybe the only time in my life I was one of the best players in my phys ed class at a particular sport. I was okay at archery, but I don't remember much about it except how to twist my arm out of the way so the string doesn't snap on your forearm. You don't grip it. You don't hang onto it for dear life. It's a much looser grip. I remember that. They were just little, 30-pound fiberglass target bows. Not hard to pull at all. I did enjoy it because, of course, it made me think of Cornwall. Well, it didn't make me think of Cornwall Village. It made me think of all the fantasy books I like to read. I could imagine myself as legless, except for the fact I didn't hit the bullseye all the time. And golf was fun too, but I've played a little over the years. I have clubs kind of rusting out at our golf club that we're members of. Haven't touched them now in might be 3 years. And of course, this year's already almost over, so I don't know if I'll get them out this year either. They should still be there somewhere. I always wanted to be a golfer, kind of. But somehow, I've never made it enough of a priority to do it. I've been in that building. One more block will take us to the to the Hotel Saskatchewan, which is where I am headed. There's the SAS Power Building and Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church. Other businesses around here. Canadian Red Cross is over there, which is not the blood services people. They were separated out many years ago now. Operators is an insurance place. Masandowski. Insurance and financial services. I guess it's all one big thing. Holistic Wellness Center, whatever that means. ICF International, don't know what that is either. Passion Salon and Spa with the old-fashioned barber pole going there. 2001. And then, as I always comment on, the Saskatchewan Seniors Mechanism, age-friendly Saskatchewan. Just think mechanism is a strange, seniors working together is a strange thing to call an organization. I think we might get some showers here before long. Oh, and then this is where I take stuff to get printed at the Admin Center for Sports, Culture, and Recreation. Looking a little more gray over that way. Well, hopefully I'll be in here working while it rains and it'll stop about the time I want to walk home. Maybe it'll cool off too. Not that it's hot, but warm enough and a bit muggy by our standards. Victoria Park on the other side there. We're just going to the right, and we will be at our destination. The hotel, our destination, not the stars. It's old science fiction reference. Extra points for anyone who recognizes it. Twin Towers over there. Avery Tower is the tall white one. That's a federal government office building, the kind of Art Deco one there, a modern one. And I'll stop here where there's no cars to say thanks for walking with me. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.